You took the test, you waited, you opened the score report, and then you stared at a page full of numbers and thought, what does any of this actually mean? Most people only look at the total score, close the tab, and move on. But here's the thing, the rest of that report is telling you something important. And if you don't know how to read it, you're leaving real information on the table. Welcome to the Praxis channel. I'm Olivia, a test prep expert with Study.com. Today, we're reading the score report together, all the way through. By the end, you'll know exactly what each section means, how your score is calculated, and how to use what's on that page to your advantage, whether you passed or you're going back for another attempt. Let's get into it. Your Praxis score report is officially called the Test Taker Score Report, and it has 3 sections. The first shows your highest scores and overall passing status. The second covers your most recent results. And the third, the one most people skip entirely, breaks down your performance by content category. Here's something that surprises a lot of test takers. The report doesn't just show your most recent score. If you've taken the same test or other Praxis tests in the last 10 years, your report shows the highest score you earned on each one. It's not a snapshot of your last attempt. It's a running record of your best results. Here's why reading this report matters more than most people realize. First, and this genuinely surprises people, passing scores are not set by ETS. Passing scores vary by state and licensing agency, so your scaled score only means something in the context of your specific state's requirement. The very first thing to do when you open your report is to compare your score to your state's passing threshold. Not a number you heard from a friend, your state's actual number at praxis.ets.org. Second, your content category breakdown is a study tool whether you passed or not. If you passed, it shows your weaker areas. If you have a related test coming up, those gaps are worth closing now. If you didn't pass, it's your retake roadmap. That category breakdown, read carefully, tells you exactly where to focus next. Let's go section by section, starting with the scaled score. Your scaled score is not the same as the number of questions you got right. The scaled score is computed from your raw points to adjust for question difficulty. Different editions of the same test can have slightly different difficulty levels, and the scaled score is what makes your results comparable across those editions. What that means practically, 2 test takers who got a different number of questions right can end up with the same scaled score, because their questions weren't equally difficult. You cannot back calculate your score by counting correct answers. The scaling process happens after you finish. Next, the average performance range. This is the section most people completely overlook, and it's one of the most useful numbers on the page. This is not your personal score range. This is the range of scaled scores earned by the middle 50% of all test takers on that same test. It provides an indication of the difficulty of the test. If your score is above that range, you outperformed most people who sat for that exam. If you're below it, it shows you exactly how far below typical performance you landed, which is useful information, not just a judgment. Think of it like a benchmark on a map. It doesn't tell you whether you passed, but it tells you where you stand relative to everyone else. Now stick with me here, because this next part is the one that changes how you prepare. Your report shows raw points earned in each content category versus raw points available. The bigger the gap, the bigger the opportunity to improve through focused study. Here's a critical note straight from official Praxis guidance. Category scores are less reliable than your overall scaled score because they're based on fewer questions. ETS recommends using them as directional guidance, not a precise diagnosis. A large gap in a category is a real signal. A single point difference isn't worth overreading. 2 quick but important things. Your Praxis scores are valid and reportable for 10 years from your test date, including scores from discontinued test versions. So tests you took several years ago may still count. And if you believe a constructed response question, an essay or written response was scored incorrectly, there's a formal review process. You must submit that request within 3 months of your test date. Score review isn't available for selected response questions, which are machine scored and verified before reporting. Here's how to actually put the report to work. If you passed, pull up the category breakdown and note your weakest areas. If a related test is coming up, address those gaps now while the content is still fresh. If you didn't pass, don't stop at the total score. Find the categories with the largest gap between raw points earned and raw points available. Those are your highest leverage prep priorities before your next attempt. Study.com's Praxis test prep is organized around the same content categories that appear on your score report. So when your report flags a weak area, your Study.com course goes directly there. Your study plan is built around your actual strengths and weaknesses, not a one-size approach. Practice questions come with detailed answer explanations, so you understand the reasoning, not just the answer. And everything works on desktop and mobile, so your prep fits your real schedule. And if you've already tested 3 or more times on the same test, check whether you qualify for free after 3. ETS ETS's program for free retakes after a third attempt. You'll find it at praxis.ets.org/free after 3. Your Praxis score report is more than a single number. It's a scaled score adjusted for test difficulty. It's a benchmark against every other test taker. It's a category breakdown that tells you exactly where to focus, and it's a 10-year record of your best performance. Most people glance at it and close the tab. Now you know how to actually use it. If this video helped you, give it a like and subscribe. We cover everything you need to navigate Praxis certification from registration to passing score. Drop a comment below and tell us which test you're working on. We'd love to hear from you. Good luck, your classroom is waiting.